name is Aurene and I just want to tell you a little bit about myself before I get started with my remarks, because it's important for you to know who I am and where I'm coming from. I'm actually from Wisconsin, and I grew up on the Menominee Reservation over there. I'm a member of the Bad River Band of Chippewa, and my family is Martins, the Martins from Menominee. I think some of you are acquainted with a distant cousin of mine, Joe Martin, who's a tribal judge here. I was taught growing up that it was very important for me to give back to the community, to the Indian community, and it was important to become educated so that I could fight for Indian people. And I first really came to be familiar with the Bay Mills proposal when I was acting assistant secretary, and I had to review that situation for testimony that I gave at the same hearing as Chief Falcon. And what is really striking about this situation is that you have a tribe that has ancestral area, they have a land claim in their area, but they want to resolve their land claim by going in 500 miles away into someone else's ancestral area to open operation just because it's more profitable. And the department at that point, the administration at that point, opposed the bill. The administration is going to likely continue to oppose tribes who do try to go outside of their ancestral areas and support the bills that either Pombo or McCain are introducing. As Larry said, there are two proposals out there. There's one in the House Resources Committee, which is going to be introduced by Congressman Pombo, and that will eliminate the ability of tribes to gamble off reservation altogether. It will also eliminate land claims exceptions, so it'll completely take away the ability of tribes like Sault Ste. Marie and Bay Mills who want to use a land claim to go somewhere else. They'd completely eliminate them from being able to do that. And then it would limit the other exceptions which tribes could acquire lands as an initial reservation or as restored lands, and they would have to be connected by historical and cultural ties to the land that they acquire, so that would limit the areas where they could acquire new lands. Chairman McCain's bill would do some of the same things. It would eliminate the off-reservation ability of tribes to do off-reservation altogether. It would limit the other exceptions, restored lands, initial reservation, and land claims, to areas where tribes have historical and cultural ties, so it would limit them to their ancestral areas as well. These bills came about as a part of a long dialogue that both congressmen were having, not only with state and community leaders, but with also the tribes who were affected by these proposals. And one of the things that Larry and I have been doing over the past several months is working with groups like the National Indian Gaming Association, NCAI, and the staffs on Chairman McCain's Indian Affairs Committee and Chairman Pombo's staff as well, to try to get language that would limit the abilities of tribes who are trying to develop these new operations, limit them to staying in their ancestral areas. And so far we've been very successful. Both bills are in the process. There's a hearing this coming week on Wednesday on off-reservation gaming in the Senate Committee on Indian Affairs, Chairman McCain, specifically discussing some of the portions of his bill. I believe that you'll have some council members who will be able to be there to participate in the process. And so the process is ongoing, but we're hoping that these bills will be successful, will be able to limit the ability of tribes to come into your territory.